Oh, that's a really funny joke.
I could have fallen downstairs.
Okay, here's a good story time, people. I was literally just walking down the stairs and Jeff decided to come up behind me and go, "Ooh!" And I almost fell and died.
She didn't.
And he didn't
care. There was literally no indication of a fall.
He didn't even care.
She just turned around and said, I could have fell.
Didn't even care. He didn't even care. Anyway.
I'm as likely to fall off this chair as Jamie was to fall down those stairs.
Push you? Did I scare you?
No.
Well, you got a hair in your nose. Ew, I think there was a booger on it. So Salt and Peppa's here. Okay, we're on a shirt.
I should have worn my hoodie.
Yeah.
I'll wear it in the next video.
Okay, good idea, Jeff. Ready?
I don't even know where it is.
What?
I don't know where it is. It was on the table. You probably moved it.
Ready?
Yeah, it was ready 10 minutes ago.
Do you have your list?
Of what?
Grail games.
No, you didn't tell me this is what we're doing right now.
What? You knew it. I don't think that I can wear white, Jeff, because I think I myself am too white.
Yeah, you're very white.
I feel like I'm blending in with the shirt.
You look like the Invisible Woman.
I'm a ghost. Boo. Gotcha. Hello everyone and welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
board games
and
ghosts.
Exactly. Woo. Don't worry, I'm like
Can you
Casper.
tell where the shirt ends?
I can't. But it's like Inception because we're here and then we're here. Give the peace sign, Jeff. See? Just like the shirt. We are here today to do another video. This room is very echoey because there is nothing, pretty much nothing left in it. I didn't realize how much the board games absorbed our voices. If the sound sounds weird, the sound sounds weird because there's no sound barrier within the sound room, right? Sure. We're here today to do a video about our Grail games, board games that we really want. We're having a really hard time finding. Now, I know some people may have a different definition of a Grail game. And guess what? We don't care.
For the people that are going to be like, oh, look, it's here. It's here. When we say Grail games, it means we can't seemingly find them easily in Canada or locally.
Yeah, specifically, like we look at the Boardroom Game Cafe and we look at Board Game Bliss or Lancelot Games. We always prefer to shop local if we can. If not, we do typically go through Board Game Bliss. And other than that, shipping is crazy.
Secondhand market.
Yeah, and we also go through Tim.
Tim.
Yeah, he's our Grail game guy. Grail game guy. To be fair with you guys, Jeff's probably done more research on his. I just wrote down a list of games that I want that I know I can't get at Boardroom Game Cafe or on Board Game Bliss.
Fair enough.
So we each have a list of some games and we're just going to talk about them. Does that sound fun, everybody? I think it sounds fun. Who's ready for some fun? Me? You?
I need another coffee.
Good God. Jeff, why don't you tell them about one of your Grail games?
Well, I might need to bring some of these up, if that's okay.
I guess. Do you want me to open up BGG? I have BGG right there. You could have just clicked on that button.
It would have been no different than what I just did. First up for me is a fun little game from...
Hale Games.
Hall Games.
Hall Games.
TMG. Oracle of Delphi.
Delphi.
Or is it Delphi?
I think it's Delphi.
I think it's Delphi. Oracle of Delphi is a game where you are, I think you're playing as, it's a Stefan Feld game. Are you playing as Hercules?
Zeus.
No. You are basically completing 12 tasks for Zeus. There's like variable game board and stuff.
Okay.
I don't know a ton about this, but we've heard Monique and Naveen talk about it.
I think people were playing this at Dice Tower West.
Yes. The Greek mythos is a really cool theme for me. And I think this is one that we would really, really like. Stefan Feld, who did...
Stefan Feld did Castles of Burgundy.
There it is. I was waiting for it. And plays 2 to 4.
Oh, we're 2.
We are 2.
Sometimes we can be 4.
So the first one for me that we can't find locally, Oracle of Delphi.
Yeah.
Delphi.
Did you know that when you
OOD.
pause for dramatic effect, I cut it all out? I'm just letting you know.
Why can't you just let me be me?
One on my list that is, actually, I'm going to do a twofer, and this is also, I don't know if you've put this on your list as well. But
you get to do a twofer. I'm thirsty.
Okay. That is Unmatched, Deadpool, and I'm going to tack on Bruce Lee because I know Jeff wants Bruce Lee.
It ain't happening.
And it
I
ain't happening.
Okay, I just want to quickly say, Bruce Lee is on my Grail games, but I'm not paying the prices people are asking for it. Like, 200 American.
And it's only one character.
Not happening.
Not
I
happening.
I don't care. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Unmatched, Deadpool and Bruce Lee. Deadpool has either gone out of print or is going out of print. They no longer have it at the Boardroom Game Cafe, and they don't have it on Board Game Bliss. Bruce Lee, I think, went out of print a while ago. I just really want to collect all of the Unmatched games because we really, really enjoy them. I love Deadpool. I've heard it is a super fun set. Like, it's a super fun character
is it
to
just
play.
Deadpool?
It's just Deadpool. Same as Bruce Lee is just Bruce Lee.
Cool.
I really want them just to complete our set, and I also really like Deadpool. I don't really care about the Bruce Lee one, to be honest with you, but I know you wanted it, so I put it on the list.
I do like Bruce Lee. All right, next up for me is a game from Tasty Minstrel Games, TMG.
Ah,
I didn't know that's what that stood for.
that's what the other one was from, too.
Maybe I need to look in this publisher a bit more.
Apparently.
And that is Eminent Domain.
Eminem's Domain.
Eminent Domain is a civilization building game,
About
but in
rats.
space.
Oh, it has nothing to do with Eminem.
So this is compared to games like Glory to Rome, which I've never played. Or
you want that one too?
Puerto Rico, which I've also not played. But this speaks to me more than those themes would. I just stumbled across this one in actually a couple of these. Most of these actually came out of our recent BGG
Have we played it?
Have We Played It list. Go check it out if you're interested to hear more. But Eminent Domain is the space theme. Plus, I love civilization builders.
Was this on that list?
Yes.
I do not remember it.
Again, one that I can't find in stock anywhere, unfortunately.
That's a bummer.
That's the next one for me. Eminent Domain, and it is designed by Seth Jaffe. Seth Jaffe.
Jaffe is like a combo of both of our
Jaffe.
names. Jamie and Jeff. Jaffe. Next game on my list is one that literally just came out.
I just thought of one.
Okay, but it's my turn. The next game on my list is a game that literally just came out. It was on Kickstarter, and I have checked on the website of the publisher, which is Final Frontier Games, not there. It's nowhere to be found. It's called Monsters on Board.
That just came out, didn't it?
It just came out. And the problem with it is they might put it on the website, but like I really need the Kickstarter exclusive edition. And I didn't know about it. And I missed it.
Yep.
First of all, it's about monsters. It has art by the Meeple. It's from Final Frontier Games, which we love their games. And
we do.
I love the way that it looks. I love spooky and monsters and creepy things. And it's like spooky cute.
This came up in our Discord, right?
Yeah. It came up in the Discord and I was like, what? And then I sent it to everybody and they said, good luck. And I said, okay. I really, really want it. So if anybody out there is selling a copy of their Kickstarter edition, I will buy it from you.
It is tough for us because the secondhand market here is not great.
No, it's not.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with it.
Next one up for me is one I just thought of.
It's not even out yet.
Yes, it is.
It is?
Yes, it's been out for a while.
Only in 2022.
Yeah, this year. It's already July. It's half the year.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Because guess who has a copy of this?
Duelin.
Next one up for me is from Panic Roll, and it came out this year, and I cannot find a local copy. We inquired to Boardroom Game Cafe if they were bringing this in. They were not. That is Townsfolk Tussle. Townsfolk Tussle is like a boss battler, but really what I'm interested in. I do like boss battlers. We like Cuphead. The artwork. It's the old-timey cartoon look.
Just like Cuphead and Vagrant Song.
And Vagrant Song. It reminds me of like the old Popeye.
Yeah, or Betty Boop.
Cartoons, Betty Boop, the old Mickey Mouse. Like you can get it in the US, I think.
I'm sure, probably.
But for some reason, it's just not here. Again, keep in mind, our market is not huge. Like East Coast Canadian board game market is not great.
Yep.
So we're kind of limited by geography. But Townsfolk Tussle was one that was on one of our most anticipated Kickstarter games.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's been on a list.
It's been on a list that we've done in the past, and we've just never been able to find a copy of this. And Duelin's been rubbing it in my face since. Thanks, Duelin.
That's Duelin for you. I've heard that about Duelin.
I have heard that about Duelin too.
Yeah. Braggy guy.
Real bragger.
Ooh, okay. My next one, speaking of Duelin, we played this with the Table Knots crew, and that is Awkward Guess. This game is like a better version of Clue. It is so much fun. We got a chance to play it when we were in Kentucky with the Table Knots crew, And I have wanted a copy of this even before we played it. But we were like, oh, I don't know if we'll ever actually get to play it. We don't really have that many people that we play games with. But now I just am desperate to have a copy of this. I've never seen it, a physical copy of it. And it is always sold out on Board Game Bliss.
Did we not see a physical copy of this somewhere and we didn't buy it?
That doesn't sound like us.
I could have swore maybe when we were in the US.
Why didn't we buy it?
I don't know. I feel like we have seen a physical copy of this somewhere. Maybe it might have been in Vegas. I'm not sure.
Don't know, but we don't have it, and I do want it.
I also want it. It's very good.
It's very, very good. Yeah.
Next up for me is a game from one of our favorite publishers, and that is Portal Games. And that game is Cry Havoc. I'm just going to read this little blurb to you, and I think that will tell you everything about why you would think I would want this game. Asymmetric factions engage in epic struggle for land and crystal on an alien planet. It's a one-liner just made for me.
Is this an old game?
Yeah, it's from 2016. I've never seen it locally or on the secondhand market here. I looked on Board Game Bliss. It's not available. Again, I really, really like Portal Games. We really enjoy Empires of the North. We really, really enjoy Hiroshima Hex. And Cry Havoc is one that I do think we would also enjoy. The theme resonates with me. I love asymmetry in games, and I think this is one that had been previously mentioned to me a while ago that I forgot about. It did come up in that BGG list video we just did, and now I need to get it.
The next one on my list is called Stockpile. Now, this is a game that we played at GaggleCon with Christy and Rodney, and this is not a game that I ever expected to like. I have heard about it millions of times. It's an older game, and I played it, and it was so much fun, and I know that we have friends that I now want to show this game, and we can't find it. And I don't know if it's out of print. I don't know what the deal is with it, but we haven't seen it. It's not on Board Game Bliss. It's not at the cafe. It's nowhere that I've seen. I haven't seen it pop up on the market, nothing. And it is so much fun. It's like essentially you're bidding on different stocks of different companies, and you're kind of manipulating how they move and all of that stuff.
You're manipulating the stock market.
Yeah,
basically.
It's super fun. It sounds boring, but it is fun.
Yeah, and my buddy Dan, who just, again, we're slowly playing more games with.
He's a banker.
He's not a banker. He is in the financial sector. I think he'd be super interested in playing it. So this is a game from 2015 that I had never, ever heard about before doing the BGG list. It's best as a solo game.
Oh.
Which I think is interesting. So it plays 1 to 4, but BGG says best at 1. That's kind of crazy. This says it's from the Luminaris Group, which sounds like an insurance company.
It really does.
I've never, or like lawyers.
Yeah.
I've never heard of them. The designer is Joseph Fatula. And the game is called Leaving Earth. Space agencies launch realistic rockets to explore space and nearby planets. So it's based in the 50s.
Oh, you love the 50s.
I do. Right around where space exploration and moon landings and that sort of thing were huge. The US was pumping a ton of money into
space.
Its space program to compete with the Russian space program, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So the theme is what really drew me in. I think it might be a good way to get me into trying something solo, finally. So you're basically researching, building spacecraft, and directing journeys into outer space. So you're kind of acting like, I know the term isn't, air traffic control, but you get my point.
Yeah.
Like you're the operations person trying to develop paths into space and that sort of thing. So I think it'd be very, very cool. Cannot seem to find it with very limited research.
Yeah.
I have not looked.
Also keep that in mind.
I have not looked.
The last one on my list is a game called Wacky Racers or Wacky Races from CMON. It was on Board Game Bliss. There was one copy and then it was gone. And this is an older game. And I did actually, I think I saw it physical when when I was in Kentucky before you came. And I was like, I really want to get this, but I didn't really have any room in the suitcase. I was already my bags were too full, so I couldn't get it. I thought maybe it would come back in stock on Board Game Bliss, and it never has. And this is a racing game with all of the Hanna-Barbera characters, and we got to play it. My brother Zach owns it, and it is so much fun. We love racing games in general, but this one has like that cartoony element. There's like a villain chasing you and all of this stuff.
Cool
and
minis.
Yeah, really cool minis, like
And
these cool cartoony cars.
The track builds out, doesn't it? Like
yeah,
you can
and it
manipulate
changes, and yeah, it's awesome. I wish that I had bought it both of the times that I saw it.
Yeah.
And now I can't.
I'm sure it'll pop up.
I hope so.
I really do think that racing games might be one of my favorites. Like the more I think about them, the more I'm like, yeah.
They're fun.
They're
just
so
fun.
good.
So those are some of the games that we have on our Grail game list, games that we are on the hunt for. So a few things. Number one, if you have it and you want to sell it to us, please let us know. Number two, if you have seen it online and the shipping isn't too crazy, or it does ship to Canada, let us know. We just want to know if you've seen it. We want to know. We also, just so you know, we do in our Discord have an entire channel dedicated to Grail games. So if you yourself are looking for a game that you cannot find, you should jump in our Discord and go to that channel, post it in there, and most times people are able to find the games that they're looking for.
Yeah, we have really good game hunters.
We really do. So check that out if you're interested. But those are some of our Grail games. I'm sure there's probably more on this list that I didn't even think about.
I have a bunch.
That is all that we have for you guys today. If you're interested in buying games, not these ones, not here, because you won't be able to find them. If you're interested in buying board games, you should first start by checking your friendly local gaming store. And for us here in Halifax, that is...
the Board Game Cafe.
Yes, it is. That is all that we have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you see,
please subscribe.
We hope to see you again soon. And now we say...
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Later days.
Because that's it. Ooh, it's echoing. What? In here. What'd you do? Well, Maze will just tell me if I'm going to see
I've
it.
been sitting here looking. That was an overreaction.
Okay, do you need this?
Yes.
I just want to do this so that I can ensure that we're still moving along in the audio visual world.
Okay.
I'm the captain of the AV club. Why are you poking at me, Jaffe? Get it together. Okay. But if
My
you're
head
interested,
was so itchy.
Oh, yeah. If you're interested in buying board games,